Here a SpaceX booster makes a routine landing. It is obviously the only part of the operation able to be independently witnessed, although from some considerable distance away. The thruster appears to burn more or less, soot-free, upon approach. Hence the need for these bullshitters to create more ridiculous visual drama upon conclusion. Why are they using smokable coatings or friable materials on these pads? And note the debris to the right of screen. It appears a 10x4 sheet was just left lying on the pad. Yeah, bullshit. Note there is a small amount of spring back upon landing. The legs are push-rod activated, each one then free-falling independently into a final lockdown position. Legs are nothing more than lightweight hollow telescopic tubes. And, it appears to be relying totally on a precise burn, with little or possibly no travel compensation from the legs at all. Drone ship landings showing this arc trajectory are totally absurd. Not only are the inward legs inclined to short lock by not being fully extended in time, but a simple imaginary drawn-out extension of this ridiculous arc would show the booster must have popped out of the sea from only a short distance away. As there are no credible witnesses to these sad, lopsided retrievals out at sea, I suggest they are sympathetically staged. The most logical and plausible way to create real footage of a drone ship landing is to do it in reverse. The booster was placed on a ship and launched from a ship. SpaceX has simply dodged and fucked around with their excuses for these poor camera angles and critical momentary outages for far too long. Blowing a few up at first made it seem possible to all of us, but the cold hard reality of it is SpaceX can't do a turbulent sea landing unless the ship is literally sitting completely motionless on a sandbank. What are we looking at here? They basically ripped off a Nikon stand. The leg activator push rods were removed for this decommissioned rocket on display. Visible on the right leg, there are 4 pivot points, telescopic tubes, and dare we assume that little bit at the very end is, for free travel, shocking allowance? This is an aluminium honeycomb single-use compression refill. It was allegedly used for the Apollo 11 missions, yeah right. I'm thinking it's probably a SpaceX proprietary shock, that conveniently fills in for the missing bits of Apollo. Yeah, that's more like it. A barge is repurposed as a drone ship. This photo was taken in 2015, no tire tracks across the new paint. The deck also shows plenty of past life wear and tear. When a booster comes down this hard, well, you would expect to see some scratched up deck paint, right? A fairly square on view here, so by superimposing the compressed leg to the other side, the compression and slippage can be seen represented by this amount of difference over the extended leg. We can now be fairly certain there must be some regular deflection by the legs spreading apart under the full load of a landing. To recap, the booster lands on an automated drone ship. The drone ship automatically fits self-leveling jacks and tie-downs under the rocket. It even welds heavy-duty, 6x6 angle to the deck of the ship, to really secure it. Wow, that's impressive. My only question, if your drone ship can do all that, and I am clearly seeing these are level adjustable heavy-duty jacks, being used in this photo, right? Looks like another SpaceX nominal failure, as this drone ship limps home having totally forgotten to level up its big-ass booster.